If I could be a 14-year-old footballer again, these are the exact 5 exercises that I would spam over and over again every single day, pretty much, to become the best player in my team and move up the ranks of football as soon as possible. This video, I'm going to be covering the exact 5 exercises that I would recommend every one of you guys should be doing at a young age consistently until you sign a professional contract. So, before we get into it, guys, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Ali. Nice to meet you. I was once in your shoes. I was a 14-year-old kid with a massive dream, but I had no confidence. I was shy and I was skinny. At 15, I tried developing myself. Nothing was changing because I was trying to improve by myself. At 16 was when everything clicked. I started getting 2 jobs working at the same time, focusing on my studies and making my semi-professional men's debut at the same time. All at the age of 16, locked in. At 17, I graduated from school with a top 1% mark while captaining my semi-professional men's team in Australia. Then I used that to go overseas playing in the highest youth division in Spain while starting my full-time coaching journey. And now I'm the owner of the largest football mentorship in the entire world, EFA, while playing for a professional club, AD Alcorcon, here in Madrid, Spain. This is just the beginning. I wanted to make this video for you guys today because at 14 years old, if I just spammed these 5 exercises, I would have been a professional footballer at a much younger age. So I don't want you guys to live with the same regrets. Let's get right into it.
Okay, the first exercise we have is my favorite. That's why I'm putting as my top exercise. It's going to be wall juggling slash pass. Okay, all you need is a wall as big as you possibly can find, and some space to play on. Okay, how I normally start, I do about 10-20 minutes of this every week for 3 times. So I just space it out, 1 day break. I try to do it 2 to 3 times. Okay, very simple. You want to start close to the wall, just get warm up. Like nothing crazy. Start close to the wall. Try to do as many touches as you want. Free amount of touches. There's no rules just yet. Just get your touches in. You know, inside of the foot, left foot pass, right foot control, left foot pass. Just try to get your whole body warmed up. And then once that becomes easy, you can move on to a more difficult variation where you can do one touch. What I like to do is laces only, like this, alternating feet. If you mess up, you can just adjust. You can take multiple touches, doesn't really matter. With the wall passing, just like be creative, Don't always feel obliged to do the same thing, although that would be nice. If something goes wrong, you can just adjust. It's all about creativity. So I'm just doing one touch inside now to finish all of it off. What I do, I take a few steps back and work on my receiving and the way to pass. So take as many touches as you want. Work on this range of motion here. I'm only doing right foot control at the moment. Let me try. One more left. As you can see, we're on a slightly slanted surface because we're going to be doing some sprints. Exercise number 2 is going to be sprints or slash hill sprints. Okay. Now, sprints is an amazing exercise. I wish I knew this when I was 14, younger, so I could just start doing this at least once or twice a week at the max intent to this point in my career, because I would have been an insane athlete. Sprints are the easiest, most efficient way to improve your athleticism, your speed, and just become the most quick player on your team. Like it's the easiest way to do that. So we have some hill. You can do it on a flat surface. If you're doing it on a flat surface, aim for about 50 to 60 meters. If you're doing it on a hill, do one sprint of like 20 to 30 meters max. The rest times will just be like around 90 seconds to 120 seconds per rep, of course. And you would aim for like 6 to 8 reps, usually, maybe even 10 reps, depending on obviously your schedule. Not everyone's the same. The load will change. So I have a hill here. I'm going to demonstrate. I don't have my boots. I forgot them. But essentially, what I would do, I would either do hill sprints like this on days where my match was, I would do it day after a match or 2 days after a match because it's quite heavy on the legs. It's more difficult than flat surface sprints. So I will start here. I will alternate. So sometimes I'll start with my left in front, and then sometimes I'll start with my right in front. So let's start this, and then I will do hill, putting a lot of emphasis on knee over toes, like this. Injury prevention is also good. So I was working on many things at once. That's why hill sprints are so good. Works on many things. But if you find hill sprints If you've never done sprinting before, just start on flat surface, and then this is like a more difficult variation. I've been doing sprints for a while now, so I need to find new ways to challenge my body. So that's why I do hill sprint. So after 90 seconds, whatever, you do a count in your head or timer, you can all get things. And that consists of exercise number 2. Let's move on to exercise number 3. Juggling. Basic juggling, guys. I know it sounds boring, it sounds easy, but it's funny because a lot of you guys can't even juggle. I know it might sound harsh, but if you can't juggle, you'll never make it professional. And sorry to say that, but if you literally can't get a ball like this and do hundreds of thousands of juggles without dropping the ball, like I'm speaking to the camera, I'm juggling, if you can't do, I'm not saying you have to do crazy skills, but if you can't just juggle a football, then it's pretty much unlikely that you'll go first. So get a football every single day. I mean, like non-negotiable every single day. 20 minutes of just juggling. Start from what level you're at. It doesn't have to be some crazy freestyle movements. It doesn't have to be like leg juggles like this. Sorry. If you can only do this, do that. Okay, 20 minutes of whatever level you're at, just practice it every single day. See, if you can't do it like me, if that's too difficult for you, can you even do something like this? Maybe that's the variation you're on. I don't know. Maybe you can juggle. You can do basic juggling. Keep it simple. And if you can't juggle, there's easier variations that you can always look back at and see. Okay? Over time, as you get good, like me, I've been doing juggling since I was 8 years old. At 8 years old, I couldn't do like more than 10. Now I can do thousands without dropping it, with a football, of course. Once a football becomes easy, you can do what I do, which is just a tennis ball. Like my goal is to get 400 on this. At the moment, I can get like 300 or something. My goal is 300. Okay, so that's cool. And the next exercise we have as number 4 is going to be push-ups. Okay. Yeah, we worked on our technical, worked on our physical, we worked on our athleticism, first touch, ball control, passing, everything. But what about our strength? What about our ability to keep the ball away from defenders? Upper body strength. Okay, all these exercises I showed you before, yeah, lower body strength. But what about upper body? The most simple, most effective thing you can do every single day is just spam push-ups. I don't care how many you can do. If you can do 50 a day, cool. 100 a day, cool. 300 a day, 500 a day. I had a time in my life during like when I was 16, 17 years old, I was doing 500 push-ups a day. Not like in one go, but I would space them out the whole day, like 25, 25, 25, 25, and then until it got to 500. I was doing this for 2 months, and then my arms got really like sore, so like, let me just stop it. But that's what I built my upper body strength. So all you need to do throughout the day, just spam push-ups. This is a perfect form of a push-up. Chest down, up. Chest down, up. Feet kind of spaced out, arms shoulder width. Scapula contracted on the top, not like this. Scapula contracted, up, up, up. Okay. Now, if that's too difficult for you, which I think is the case for most of you footballers, there are easier variations. Okay, there are knee push-ups. Never ever do a wrong technique. If you can't do the exercise at the right technique because it's too difficult, some of you guys do this, yeah? That is not a push-up. If you can't do it, you don't have the strength for it. So can you go down one progression? Knee push-ups. Same exact thing. Focus on technique, scapula, arms all the way. Getting easy, go wider with go more back with your legs. Never ever try not to do the wrong technique. If it's something too difficult, go down a progression. Just don't do it wrong. Okay. Alternatively, if you find push-ups too easy and you're just spamming them, like I do, you can find more difficult variations. 5 push-ups. You're focusing on more of the upper chest and shoulder. Like this. Okay? Things like this. I've been spamming this for a long time. Now, the next progression for me is handstand push-ups, which I can't do at the moment. I'll try one now. Okay? I'll go here. Then I would go up. Can't even hold the handstand. See, I can't even do it. Like, I can do it on some days. On some other days, I can't do it. I think exercise number 5 in the last exercise we have, essentially, this exercise compresses everything into one. Your dribbling, your control, first touch, spatial awareness, scanning, stamina, agility, change of direction. It is unrestricted dribbling, free flow dribbling. You just find space, no cones needed, no partner needed, no goals needed, nothing. You don't need nothing. You need a ball and some grass area. Like literally where I'm at right now, there's tree roots. I think there's literally tree roots growing out from where I'm at. You don't need to be perfect conditions. Just find some space and a ball and dribble 1 minute at maximum intensity using your creativity. Maradona would do this. Messi would do this. Cruyff, Berbatov, the best of the best would do this. And Maradona described it as, okay, get a ball and pretend you're going past defenders. Imaginary defenders. Visible. They're not there, invisible. Go past one. Okay, go past another one. Take shot. Okay, go past another one. Do some skills. Creativity. There are no rules. You dictate your own rules. It's up to you. Okay? So for me, if you've never done this before, start on the floor. Like start like okay, like this. Nothing crazy. Your head up. You know. See the field is a bit. You can do it on the spot like this, or you can go exploit it. Space, trying to use both feet. Once it gets like, if you want to make it more difficult, you can do what I do, which is kind of just kicking the ball up in the air and then starting your set. Control, go. Take shot. Go. Oh, the defender. You know? 1 minute on, you're going to be really tired, your legs are going to feel heavy. 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Repeat for 4 to 5 times in your field sessions. That's what I recommend. Okay?
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to work with me one-on-one and have the same improvement for yourself, sign up for a professional club like I did inside my program, you might want to DM me the word EFA on Instagram and tell me you came from this video to see if I can